ladies. How is everyone? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How is everybody? How is everybody? Hi, Renee. Aloha. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Joyce. How are you guys? How is everyone? I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Angela. Hi, Malia. Hi, Mary Lou. I'm happy to see all of you. How are you? I'm here. Yeah, refresh. Hi, Mitz. Somebody tell everybody to refresh in the chat. Yep, I'm here. Hi, Hottie Popo. How are you? I'm sorry. I had a little excitement before I started my live stream. I came to sit down and let me see if I can show you the picture. This is so ridiculous. This is just how my life goes, okay? So, can you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see it? This is... Hey, Hattie, can you tell everybody to refresh? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Scotty. Hi, Era. How is everyone? Oh my gosh. So can you guys see this? I don't know if you can see it, but this was on my chair. This was my exciting moment. This was my exciting moment. It was ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Joyce. Yes, this was my exciting thing. So, yeah. So that's what I had to like deal with before I started. So let's just say, yeah, it was quite large actually, like about as big as my hand or bigger. No, it's just a big lizard. You know, everything grows big here in the tropics. Hi, BZ. Hi, Linda. Hi, Clara. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it was like a big old gecko. So anyway, that was my excitement. I was like, oh great, this is lovely. This is my Friday. It's my Friday. It's my Aloha Friday. Woohoo! So tell me what's new in your world, ladies. I want to hear. I want to know what is new in your world. What is new? They do eat bugs, but you know, I don't really want them sitting on my chair. So get your coffee. I don't know what I'm going to work on today. I was going to work on my power pack and I didn't get home in time because all my stuff is still sort of like partially packed. Because I'm the worst. I don't think they bite, Brenda, but it's still like you don't want them to jump on you, you know? You're trying to figure out, Beasley says she's trying to figure out how to add multiple songs to her first YouTube video. Oh, good luck. I don't even know how to do that. You know, I'm sure they are pooping in the neighbor's yard. To my life. You painted your nails for the first time in 4+ years? Oh, good for you, Malia. Oh, I loved the picture of baby Vera May, by the way, stripping. Your sister moved back to town, Brenda? Oh, that's awesome. Your mom and your sister moved back. Oh, awesome. Well, I was going to work on our power pack, and I didn't get home. And you guys, this week was like a little bit crazy for me. I didn't get home, but maybe like, I don't know, 15 minutes before my stream, and wrestling with the very large gecko or trying to deal with it was enough for me. So I may make a junk journal. I have a huge pile of to-dos. How many of you guys have like all these piles of things that you need to do? Hi, Lori. How are you? Hey, Ann. You're beyond happy? I'd be beyond happy too. She's a pro stripper with those little nightgowns. You know, I had a daughter like that. One of my middle daughter would take all of her clothes off, even when she was about 4 or 5. She just didn't like being constricted in clothes. They had this company, which I don't know if they still have it anymore. It was called Hannah Anderson. And they made these really beautiful nightgown. They were 100% cotton. They were like nightgown bags. And they were different than the other ones because actually my older daughter, somebody gave us one when she was born, and she wore it till she was about 4. Because, and it was amazing because their little bodies stay pretty small, but their legs get long. You could just untie it. But they're not the normal regular baby bags. And they had like a hood and little buttons, and it was made out of really soft cotton. I don't know if they still have that company, but that was my remedy for the baby strip tees. Hey, Kathy, how are you? How are you? What about you, Linda? You're what? What do you say, Miss Linda Mack? I'm glad it's Friday, you guys. How many of you guys are planning a big Easter dinner? I am not. I am not. Everybody's working. Hottie's working. It's just going to be me and the babe, and I think we're going to go to the movies, and I think I'm going to take her out for Mexican food. Is that ridiculous? You're going to buy a desktop calendar mat, Bren? Oh, that's good. Or you can be like me and make yours. Make it out of like some box. This is a box with covered in wax paper. So I was going to. You have a lot of stuff to make, Linda. Too. You have your to do. You should see how much stuff I have. It's ridiculous, and I have the best of intentions to start doing it. And then I think Cotty said to me the other day that every time we turn around, like there's always like something that takes precedent over whatever you're thinking. Oh, Kathy, or is this over your grandbaby that you've been so upset? Linda, I have so much stocks and stuff. It's like ridiculous. And you guys, I have not put my art space back in order. I haven't. Well, at least not to my liking. So I could work a little bit on this, and then I have some other junk journals that I've gotten collected papers for and want to make, and I haven't done any. So Tammy says she's cooking a turkey. Oh, we can come over? Oh, so your guys can have turkey while you're in the hospital. Oh, Tammy, big hugs. Big, big hugs. Malia said she went to yard sales in the last 2 days and resisted the urge to buy junk. Hey, I get it. Hey, Susan, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Lucinda. His fever's back up to 104. He's in the hospital, yeah, Kathy? Isn't that what you said, or no? Well, we're sending him love, and we'll definitely put him in the woo-woo tonight. So I'll show you guys what some of the pile of junk I have to do. Has everybody got their coffee? You guys give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I really, really do. So who's having dessert? Who's making? So nobody's making a big dinner? Well, Tammy said she's making a big dinner. But aside from Tammy, anybody else making a big dinner? They won't even run tests, Kathy, because of his high fever? Yeah, it is really hard when there's no answers, and it's really hard when they're little and you can't really, you can't figure it out. It's not good. I agree. Well, know that we love you, and you're in our thoughts and prayers because of his lousy insurance. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, Kathy, I would definitely take them to the ER because when their fever's that high, you can't play around. Malia says she's contemplating making a super intense rolls that you usually make on Thanksgiving. Kathy, you know what? If you go to a county hospital, a lot of times they have to serve you, because they have that. So even if your insurance isn't good, we'll put them in the woo-woo. And everybody hold Kathy and her family in your thoughts and prayers. You're going to go to your nephew's, Brenda? Oh, that sounds fun. You're going out, Lucinda? That's good. I've never had Oreo balls. I've never had them. You know what, Kathy? I would take her. I would just go. I wouldn't worry about what the insurance said. I would just take him to a county hospital because, you know, and I would document whoever she talks to and just keep it running documentation of it. You know, yeah, 104 I think needs to be in the ER. Kathy, I don't know anything about high fever, but I'm sure some of you ladies aren't some of you ladies nurses here. Give Kathy. I just remember when my daughter had super high fever, that we put bags of frozen vegetables underneath her armpits and rushed her to the ER. Fever is just a sign of infection, you know, but you can't let it get too high. Yeah, not a county hospital ER can't turn you away. You had 7 kids, Susan? Wow. Kathy, I would just scream until they listen to you, even if they don't talk to you again. Call your son and scream. But I just remember one of my kids used to get super high fevers, and I would stick frozen vegetables under their arm. I don't think anyone can give you medical advice over the phone. Like, I don't think I don't think an HMO or whatever can give you medical advice over the phone. I would find out who it was and hold them legally liable. I would, because they do record those calls. I would just call back and say, so I have you on record saying not to take my 15-month-old son to the ER, that you won't pay for it unless he has 105 fever. I just want to get that on record because I think if they think they'll be sued, I think they'll do something. You know, I don't know. We've gotten into this ridiculous age of all kinds of stuff. So we'll send you love and prayers, Kathy. I wish there was more than we could do for you, but I honestly, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I really don't. We've so depersonalized everything in our lives lately that, you know, it's not a real person in a lot of people's views. So here's a bunch of stuff I have to make some junk journals, or make a junk journal. And I have a couple of covers and stuff like that. So I may put some papers together and see. Hi, Mary Kay. Yeah, I agree, Elizabeth. Go to the ER now. That temperature is seizure temperature. Yes, I agree. I would get some frozen veg and put him underneath his arms and get his butt to the ER. That's what I would do. But that's just me. You guys, and I'm not a medical professional, so I'm only a mom who's had bizarre experiences like that with my own children with high fever. Happy Good Friday, everyone. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Therese, how are you? KM Crafts is opening your box. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm sure you sent her something awesome. So I think I'm going to put together some pages for a junk journal. And I have a couple of, how many of you guys love those Reader's Digests, Reader's Digest books? So, you know, I love these old Reader's Digest book covers. The pluses and the minuses of them are, if you can get them and they're not too old, they're great. Some of them can be like, this one, I loved the colors of it, but it's really, really old. But I'm still going to use it because it works really well. They don't have good papers in them, Malia. I agree with you. The Reader's Digest books don't. But you know what? You can use them for painting papers. You can also use them for, painting papers, but you can also use them for serendipity paper, and that's what I do. So the only problem is, look how fat this one is. So this is going to be like a huge junk journal. Like, it'll be so fat because of the, but I thought I'd go ahead and work on it. I did have a good week. I went to my friend who, remember I told you guys that I have a friend who runs an office and they get mass quantities of, they must get like 100 orders a day via priority mail or FedEx. So she saves me. I don't take all of them, you guys, but she calls me when she's overwhelmed and inundated. So, and she cuts them up for me because she cuts all the addresses and stuff off of them because, you know, that's sort of like a conflict of whatever. They suck for pockets. You know, don't use them for that. I just use them for like collage paper or they make good tabs and stuff like that, or painting papers and stuff like that. I agree, they're lousy. You know what, Mary Kay? I wasn't gonna work on tags. I was gonna work on my power pack, but I got home so late. Um, I had to take today. So I told you guys the saga of my daughter's car, right? That she bought herself a little car, and that it ended up. We knew that it needed some work, but not how much. But we took it to the mechanic, and they said that it really needed more work than the car was worth doing to. So then we got her a new car. Like, she got a new car during the week, or I did it actually. Went got her, found her a. Because when you live on a tropical island, used cars are like, you never want to buy anything new here because the elements just eat it up. Anyway, so her older car, the one that the mechanic, after we took it to the mechanic, and he said, you know, it needed more work than was worth her doing. And it runs fine, but, you know, she needs a better car than that. And so I spent the morning taking the car spent the day taking the car because the inspection was up so that we could go ahead and sell it. So that's what I spent. So I was going to work on my power pack, Mary Kay, not tags. I mean, I could work on tags. That's not a big deal. But all my art stuff is still, you guys, it is still in, my art stuff is still not, I haven't, since she moved back into that bedroom, I still haven't unpacked it all. So all my power packs that I've made are in a box, and I should have gone through it and gotten them out, but I didn't. And yesterday when I thought about it, the babe had a school assembly, and we went and did that, and then afterwards we went and met up with some of her friends and went to the beach, and, you know, then the day gets on, and it's outside in my garage, so you need to do it in the daylight. So I got home 15 minutes before my stream to the big gecko sitting on my chair, and got him out, and then made myself a coffee, and then came on. So, but I did manage to go when I was on the other side to see my girlfriend who has the office, who's the office manager of this company that ships out all kinds of stuff. And I did manage to get some priority mail envelope, the back parts of them, because she cuts off the front part that has the address. Because you guys, if you go to a shipping company, they can't recycle this, and it works really good as junk journal. It works really good for your binding. It's very durable. You can sew through it. It's really great. It keeps it from tearing apart. So if you guys know anyone that works in an office where they send these out, you know, I have a cross between FedEx and Priority Mail used envelopes, and I'm grateful because it would end up in a landfill here, and you can't recycle it. So, you guys, they started using this, I don't know how many years ago, but they use it for housing, for wind barriers and housing insulation. They wrap whole houses in Tyvek. So I like it for the spine of my junk journals. Well, I use it for the spine part. I mean, you can sew through it. It makes it more durable, you know, without adding bulk to it. And these old Reader's Digest, they're not so, you know, if they're old, like this one was an old book, It'll help strengthen the spine of it, you know, as far as the durability of it and how much it lasts, how long it lasts. Hi Liliana, how are you? How are you? How are you? So I have, yes, there are little kind. They're not really animals or bugs. They're really not a lot of. Anne says inks are great on Tyvek, and it's great to use. You can cut and melt them into flowers. Are you leaving us, Mary Kay? We love you. Big hugs. So I may work on some tags in a little bit, Mary Kay. I don't know. But I'll definitely work on my power pack on Tuesday. I'll definitely, because I'm not gonna make some big Easter dinner. I am gonna dye some eggs with my littlest one. We talked about it. We went and we bought all sorts of Easter egg dye a couple days ago. I am gonna dye some eggs with her, but I'm not making some big dinner. Hey CJ. How is everyone's week? Tell me how your week is. I want to hear how everyone's week is. I want to hear how your week is going. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then definitely needs to dry. I'm gonna go ahead and make my pages for it, you know. And if you guys have really cool fabric, look, I've made some where I've put fabric remnants over the outside. Hey, Emily. You know what's cool about all these old Reader's Digest covers is they're actually screen printed, so the papers are really cool. Yeah, don't forget to dye your eggs on paper so you can use your paper for journals. That's a great idea. Somebody posted some pictures in our group which were excellent of their shaving cream, Easter egg dyed shaving cream paper. So I've collected random pages from, I don't know from what, and I'm going to just use them all for my junk journal. So that is what I am going to do. I know this week was over. Yes, I know this week was stressful. I agree with you. Even though must have been something in the air because it was stressful here too. It was definitely stressful here. Even without trying, it was stressful. And I was like, why? I mean, it made no sense of why this week was worse than others, but it was. You're doing journals with little vintage signatures. The sewing is killing you. If you can get a Japanese bookbinding tool, those are great. I have a fake one, like one that I got like somewhere inexpensive, but they work really good. This is a Japanese bookbinding tool, you know, and they come with like different punch sizes, and you found the watercolor inks, the ones that you sent me back on sale at Hobby Lobby. Wow. Mary Ellen says she tried eggs in Cool Whip. I have never done eggs in Cool Whip and marbled them. That's great. That's really cool. I've never done that. I've never done that. That sounds really great. So you went and you got some more stuff at Hobby Lobby? Well, I ordered some shelving, some inexpensive shelving You know, a lot of times, like even at big box stores here, they don't have it. You have to wait for it to come in. So I ordered some, and they said it'll be in next week. So I'm hoping to get my. And Hottie says he's going to take a day off and help me put them together because unfortunately, what happens is I'll get it and then have to put it together by myself. And let's just say by yourself doesn't always work. Hey Donna, how are you? Welcome. So. You did your eggs and shaving cream and they came out? Yes, you did. They looked awesome. You did. They were awesome. I loved them. Loved them. Loved, love, love them. Love, 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 love them. So, they came out great. Yep, we're definitely going to do some Easter egg dyeing in my house. We may not be making a big deal about the dinner and what have you. But I will definitely make the dinner. Not the dinner, the Easter eggs. Hi, Kayala. Aloha Friday. You're going to have to make a trip across the river to go to Hobby Lobby, Ann? Well, that's good. Sometimes a little road trip is good. You know, if you get yourself a tapestry needle, those work really good because they have a blunter end, so you won't stab yourself when you're sewing in your journals, your stuff. How many of you guys how many of you guys subscribed to that mixed media artist, the guy Randy? Hi Mars, how are you? Hi Barb. How many of you guys subscribed to Randy Purcell? Remember he was the guy that does the encaustic? He did a live today, but I wasn't home for it. But it looks so cool that I'm definitely going to try to go back and watch him. You guys go show him some love. He's awesome. You saw him today, Ann? Was it good? He's so talented. He is so talented. I don't know. I like him a lot. And he's so new to, he's so funny. He's like, he makes me laugh. He's just like, I'm going to get it right one of these days. He's so funny. I have another book I wanted to use. You guys, this is going to be my year of use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. I'm definitely, how many of you guys are in that same boat of use it or lose it? Like, where you have like too much stuff and you need to like use it or lose it. I'm definitely going to use it or lose it this year. I am definitely not. I'm going to use it. I just have to. It's just like way too much. Way too much. Way too much. I have some other smaller books I was just going to say. Kathy said she's doing a subscriber giveaway D-stash. So go on over for all of you guys that want to collect any more stuff. I am going to do a use it or lose it. I have just had it. I've had it with myself. It's nobody but me. Nobody's issue but my own. Nobody's issue but my own. None whatsoever. Well, I started doing a class with some little kids last year, and that's been good because I can take a lot of the stuff that I have. But how many of you guys have like more ideas to do, more ideas for things than you can possibly do? Is anybody else like that but me? Or you just have like more ideas for your... That's just how it's going for me. I have like way more ideas than I have stuff to do. You downsized in your move and now you've replenished? Oh, Mary Lou. It's like a never-ending thing with me. It's like I let go and then more comes. How many of you guys are like that? You let go and then more appears. Like even when you don't want it. Here's a cover I did that's a crackle finish. I wanted one. I have these children's book covers, which I love. How many of you guys like to make your things out of children's book covers? I have a pile of them, but I guess I don't have the ones. Of course, I don't have the ones I want in here. That's how it works for me. This is Japanese bookbinding tool. It's like a, guys, it's an off-brand one. I got it a couple years ago when I visited my sister. They were at Tuesday Morning for like $5, so that's when I bought it at Tuesday Morning for $5. Okay? And I use it. It works well, but it's not, I mean, you know, they're really nice, expensive Japanese bookbinding tools. Those are better. Those are way better, but this is what I have. So, this is what I have. It looks funny. You guys are so terrible. I'm gonna move it out of the way. Then it won't be. Won't be the topic of conversation anymore. Because I can't even find my rainbow knife. I got a bunch of stuff this week. Huddy ordered some parts and stuff for his things, and he took my rainbow knife. Oh, I spent like, it has to be out of my garage where all the other rainbow stuff is. But I wanted to see if I could use this. I love these kind of book covers. These little, you can read it. You can get these at the thrift store for like nothing. And somebody gave me these. I didn't buy them at the thrift store, but they're sewed in. You can see they have like they have metal in. You were going to ask what it was. You guys are terrible. You guys are so bad. You guys, I laughed so hard last week. Don't forget, tomorrow is Donia's. Saturday is her birthday on her channel. You guys go and support her. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern, and she's going to do her birthday extravaganza. I do have a rainbow collection, Malia. That's all the big tools. Hi, Anna. How are you? Oh, my God. You were going to ask if we interrupted anything. You guys have such dirty minds. I'm surprised last week we didn't have, like, some more of the regular Sean and James and whoever else that usually comes and hangs out. It always seems like when we talk about something that's a little less PC that we get a few. We get a few. This is always better when you have a matte knife, but I don't have one over here. He took my rainbow knife off my little table, and so now I don't have it. And these books are actually sewn into the binding, so they're a little bit, I don't want to rip the back part of it, the back cover, so without a matte knife, it's a little bit more tricky. A little more tricky. If I break the back cover, I'm not going to be happy. Yay. Okay. Got out Danny and the dinosaur. Woohoo! Now, I always take this back part out, but you got to be super careful when you do because you can tear the back cover, and I don't like to do that. Donia. D-O-N-I-A. It's her birthday tomorrow. She was the one that was making us laugh last week, telling us that she was gonna, that she didn't know if they would hire any 70-year-old strippers. Guys, it made me laugh. I needed that laugh so bad last week. I don't know about you guys, but I did. I needed it. You know, I usually make Easter crafts. How many of you guys make Easter crafts? Like, I usually always make like an Easter baskets and stuff like that. This year, you guys, nada. None of it. None of it. No Easter crafts at all. I saw one of you guys in our group was making little Easter baskets with your kids, and I thought that was so awesome. I did get to talk to my daughter yesterday in China. It was her birthday. She turned 26 yesterday, and she's happily living in Shanghai. She's still happy as a clam living in Shanghai. Now this is this is the part. The reason I take it out is, see, they've made the spine this big. If you take it out and you add your Tyvek and then you add another piece of board, you can expand the spine to be this fat, like a 2-inch spine. What did you say you're emailing? You were emailing with Seth today? Oh, I can't wait. Next week he's going to be on Barb's. Your kids are all too old for Easter baskets and crafts. I hear you, Renee. How are you doing, Mama? I've been thinking about you. You guys, just because I'm not, like, you don't hear from me doesn't mean that I'm not thinking of you, because I am. This week has been pretty intense energetically for me. I don't know about for you guys. But I have been doing a lot of work on myself, as I always do. But really thinking about all of you. Really thinking about all of you and holding you close in my thoughts. And hoping you guys are all doing okay. Your kids are too old. Well, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I'm too old to do any of it, but I do it anyway. Don't you guys feel like a big kid? I do. I feel like a big kid for sure. For sure. So you guys make sure that you have subscribed to Donia's YouTube channel. I don't know if she'll be here tonight. Maybe she will. And happy Passover for all of you that celebrate. I don't know if she's going to be here tonight, but tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, she's going to be doing a live stream. Oh no, you went to urgent care, you have pink eye? Oh no. Hey, Jan. Scotty says she puts plastic eggs. She puts money in plastic eggs, and her 33-year-old goes out to find them. Oh, I love it. You have 25 grandchildren? Oh my gosh, Anna, you win. You haven't even bought a Cadbury egg yet? Oh no. Well. Oh, I hope you feel better, Renee. Hey, Vicky S. How are you? Can anybody share Donia's channel? Can anybody share it with anyone here? So that everybody can support her tomorrow during you're sitting out on Easter. Renee, I hear you, Mama. I hear you. I totally hear you. Hey, Charlene. And for all you guys that I haven't said hi to, just chat me in all caps so I see you're here. If I'm not looking at the screen, I miss it. I'll find Donia. You guys, let me just look for her really quick. She was in the chat last week. She's been telling us for a while now it's her birthday. Who has, let me see if I can find it. You made bunnies out of cardboard last year, Joyce? Ooh, that sounds fun. All right, let me see. Let me see. I don't know what it has been about this week, but the energy for me has been intense. How many of you guys have had that? How many of you guys have had that? It has been really intense for me. And I've just had to just keep going because if I get too caught up in it or stop too much, it'll be crazy. I'm looking to see if I can find Donia's channel for you guys. Just give me a second. It's taking me a minute here. Okay, let's see. You know, they've changed the settings on YouTube. How many of you guys have been dealing with the settings on YouTube? How ridiculous they've been. How many of you guys have been dealing with it? Because it's been like a little bit crazy for me. It's like the normal stuff that you normally can do or whatever, use or look up, it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not crazy about like all the new stuff they're doing. Have you guys, is anybody else experiencing that, or is it just me? Guys, I'm waiting for it to load, and of course it's not loading because that's just how it works for me. Let's see. You guys, you know what I'll do is after this video is over, because I can't, for whatever reason, I can't get it to pull up. I'm having my own moment here. All right, let me see. Maybe this will let me do it. Let us see. I can't. You guys, I'll link it in. I'll link it in later. Yes, Donia Gonzalez Copeland. There you go. Awesome. Thanks, Renee. Hi, Donia. We were just talking about you. All right, Donia, chat a little bit more, and then everybody go and join and subscribe so they can watch her YouTube tomorrow. I was telling everybody tomorrow's your birthday, right? Tomorrow you're doing your birthday. Everybody go and join. Donia Gonzalez Copeland. Join Donia's live stream tomorrow. You will love it. Pay attention, Tully. Well, no, I wasn't watching the screen. I wasn't watching the screen, Amber. I wasn't watching the screen. I can't watch both screens at the same time. Just how it rolls with me, girls. I can't watch them both at the same. I can't search and watch at the same time. 8 p.m. drunk or sober? Oh, you're so funny, Donia. Well, we're going to come and celebrate with you tomorrow night for your birthday. We're definitely going to come and celebrate with you tomorrow night. You were just joshing me. Well, the thing is, I can't watch the chat and search at the same time. I don't, like, have you guys ever watched Stacey Evans, Pink Poodle Crafter? She can rock out crafting and using her computer at the same time. You guys, I can't. Like, she was like pulling up things and searching and putting links in all while she's crafting. Guys, I'm not that good. My setup is not that advanced. So I thought my sweetie, I thought my oldest one was going to be coming home soon, because she kind of intimated to me the last time I spoke to her that they were thinking of coming back for a little while. But when I talked to her yesterday, she was like, no. She said they're either going to, she said they've decided that they're going to, her hubby's looking for, his contract is up for, got renewed in China if they want to stay there. But he's a linguist. And so, but that he also got offered a job in Greece. And so they were looking at that. And she works online, so it doesn't matter where she lives to work. And so they're working that out. So I was kind of like, a little, it's a little sad. So I was hoping to see them soon. And we could all go to China, but I went to China a couple years ago. Can I tell you, the air quality there was so bad that I don't think I could live there. Like, honestly, you could see how bad the air quality is. It was just, it was so bad. The air's like sort of brown there. So I'm excited for her that they're possibly moving somewhere where the air quality hopefully is better, right? And she's so happy, you guys. So, when your kids are happy, how it just makes you happy, right? How when your kids are happy, you're all good. Yeah, so. And my hottie got a new job, so he's super excited, but he's working Easter, and he's, not that it matters, but he thought he had off. But he's the new kid on the block, so they aren't giving him the day off, which is fine. So. And my washing machine's still broken. Can I tell you, this is how service calls work here. Okay, they're supposed to come on Wednesday to fix our washing machine. Or at least, because it's a brand new washing machine. It's like, I don't know, less than a year old. And they were supposed to come. And I had confirmed the day before. I called on Tuesday to say, you guys are definitely coming tomorrow. Yes, 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 no problem. We're coming between 8 a.m. and noon. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I rush. I take my daughter to school extra early so that I can be back by 8 a.m. before they are supposed to come. And I have to leave by like 12:30 to go and pick her up. And so, to go pick her up from school. They have short days on Wednesday here. And so, by 12:30, they're not here. So I have my neighbor. I have this really sweet retired neighbor. I asked my neighbor, I said, look, I've been waiting all day. Can you please come and sit over here? Because they're supposed to be, and I had called the day before, no, they're coming, definitely coming, whatever, right? Well, I got to pick up my daughter from school, and then I come back, I rush back, don't do any of the stuff that I need to do, and I get back, and they not only have they not come, but like So I call and I said, I said, I have been here. I've been waiting, and by the time I get back, it's like, I don't know, 1:30 from picking her up from school. I don't know, maybe a little later. And I said, somebody's been here the whole time waiting for you guys to come. And they didn't, and they were like, oh, we called to say that we needed to reschedule. Guys, he never called. Never. Never. So, my wash machine is not fixed. He said, oh, we called you. I said, no, you didn't. You did not call. You did not call. Okay, so I love making mine with children's books. How many of you guys like to make your junk journals with children's books? But see, after you take out that little cardboard space, see how big you can make your spine here, or wide you can make your spine? I'm going to let it dry a little. Then I will put either a piece of fabric, or I put the Tyvek in there, or I'll put a piece of fabric, or even maybe a piece of cardboard to sit on the inside here so that I can make it fatter. And I'm going to add my pages. So this is what I'm going to make this junk journal out of, this one right here. So my wash machine's not fixed. So I said to Hottie, I said, can you please call, because I don't really feel like being on hold for 100 years. So he called. And he said, this is like unacceptable. Guys are supposed to show up on Wednesday. We call you Wednesday, say, oh, you tried to call us, but you didn't. And, then they're saying, oh, they'll show up on Thursday. No Thursday. And of course, today is Friday. So I was like, this is ridiculous. I love Danny and the Dinosaur. These books, I find that these, and I Can Read books, you can find pretty much at every used bookstore for like $1 or less. You can also get a lot of them at thrift stores, and many times the library. They're usually well picked over, and you can salvage the covers if they've been loved a lot. What? Your magic, Kathy? I know the story so well too. I've read it so many times. It's the inside of a Priority Mail envelope. It is called Tyvek, but you can get it if you look. I don't know. Do you guys? If you go into like the FedEx Kinko's, you can get the used FedEx ones. I get them used. You can buy a roll of it, but I just go in and ask for them because it does not recycle. It does not break down. So I have probably 100 of them in my garage. Well, I wouldn't recommend that, Kathy. I would recommend getting them used. I would recommend getting them used. So I have a cross between Priority Mail ones and FedEx ones. And if you know a local builder, they use this for the outside of their buildings. You can also buy it as Tyvek tape. I don't know, does anybody know you can get it as tape where it's already sticky on one side? Hey, Amberly. Kathy, I go in and I go to FedEx Kinko's, or I have a friend that manages a travel company, and they send out all documents in those envelopes and they're returned in those envelopes. And so she gives them to me because they are not recyclable. Okay, so she cuts off the addresses because they label the addresses. She cuts off the addresses, and sometimes they're marked up with markers, but it doesn't matter. She calls me when she has a good stack, and she just cuts them up for me. So I would say anybody that you know, that even probably a law office or anything where they do lots and lots of correspondence, you can ask. Or go into your FedEx Kinko's and ask them for the used ones, because they get mail in them all the time, and they'll give them to you. They'll cut the addresses off, but all you need is the Just part of it. You don't even need a lot. I don't know how much Tyvek tape is. I've never bought it. Susan says it's expensive. So, how many of you guys have had a crazy experience this week with all the energies that are going on? Has anybody else had that sort of a crazy week besides me? Besides moi? I have had, it has been an intensely ridiculous week for me. Intensely ridiculous. I did get some really cool vintage books, though. Somebody dropped off on my front door box of vintage books. Yeah, I'm gonna coffee sleeves. You can make a really cool little journal. We could do that too. If you guys want to collect those little coffee sleeves, those if you guys want to, like the brown sleeve that goes on the outside, the hot sleeve, we can definitely make some journals out of that. This week was really hard for you, Anna. It was hard for me too. Tell you, I don't know what it was. And saying that you can get an extra large suits for painting. Oh, they make Tyvek suits for painting. That's true, Anne. I forgot about that. You can get extra large suits for painting. That's true. And then she's also saying if you go to a building site or you live near a building site and you ask them, they will have cutoffs in their dumpster and they will give them to you for free. So that's good. Good to know. Oh my God, Amberly, it's horrible. Hey Deb, you used to alter and swap coffee sleeves? I've made some cool things with them. I've made some really cool sleeves with them. I think Mary Kay sent me she sent me those really cool stamps, which can I tell you guys, I have stamped all over tissue paper. I'm loving it. She sent me a really cool journal made out of one too. Amberly, we're sending you love. Guys, this week has been intense. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. If anybody else has any insight, please pass it on. Every client I've worked with this week has had some craziness too, and it's been intense all around. Intense all around. Guys, when I was a kid, I fell off the bed and busted my chin jumping on the bed. So I can relate, Amberly. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, the appeal of jumping on the bed and hurting yourself, but I've done it quite a few times myself. Quite a few times as a child. I haven't jumped on a bed as an adult. Maybe if I did. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, Amber's saying, well, it's the moon and the Jupiter planet in line. Sagittarius spun around Saturn. Really? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know much about astrology, so. But I believe you. Trust me, I believe you. It has been intense. Intense, 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 intense. And how many of you guys have been sleeping? I have not. Like, I think I woke up last night. I don't know how many times. I got up at I don't know. Got up at all kinds of crazy hours last night. It was like, okay, this is ridiculous. You know, like, I need to get some sleep at some point. So, it was ridiculous. Let's just say that. Honey says it feels like the moon is in Uranus. You're hilarious. I know, I'm not sleeping either, Kath. So last night I woke up, I don't know how many times. Mercury in retrograde, CJ's saying. Since you had the baby, you can't wake up in the morning. Yeah, I can relate to that too. You want to jump too? It's been intense, you guys. It has been really intense. I don't know what it is either. So if you guys are telling me it's planetary, I totally believe you because, guys, it's been really crazy. It's been some craziness. Some craziness. Some real craziness. You've been up all night straight through several nights. Oh no, Renee. That's 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 crazy. I mean I haven't been up like that, but definitely I'm sorry guys. Sorry. Yes, it's crazy. It has been, I don't know. It's definitely been some intense energy. Okay, one of you guys is going to say to me, what are you going to do with this journal? I know it because I hear it all the time. Anything you want. If you guys do glue books, this is a really fun, you can glue on top of all of this. You know, it's not, I hear you. Donia says she hears people saying it's been intense, but she lives on a cloud every day, so she doesn't know. Good, Donia. Live on your cloud, man. Do whatever you need to. Do whatever you can do, because I'm telling you, it's this week has been just, I don't know, the energy for me has been off the hook. Been crazy. Been crazy. Been crazy. I've had more things to do than I could actually get done. You're going through sugar withdrawal? Oh, that's crazy. A couple of years ago, I did a raw food diet, and I loved it for a while. I don't know if my body just doesn't do well eating solely raw food, but I will say that I had a lot more energy, that was for sure. But the sugar withdrawal thing, that can be intense. I think I'm going to definitely put like 3 signatures in it, and then I'm going to make the spine bigger. Then I think I'm going to put some sort of nice paper on either side, or some sort of paper on either side, and then some pockets. Hey, Carrie. Let me turn the volume up. Oh no, sorry. Because my computer has a mind of its own and it resets its own thing, even though, I'm sorry. Is that better? Is that better? I hope it is. Is it better, Elemental? Is it better, you guys? I mean, it's up as high as it can go. I don't think I can get it any higher. I guess I could talk higher, louder, but other than that. It's loud? Okay, good. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I am glad. I'm glad, I'm glad. So does anybody have any fun things that they've been up to this week aside from the intensity of what I've been having? Just been ridiculous, but it seemed like every single day, like stuff that should not have taken so long just took forever, you know? Did you get an elementary dictionary that you're gonna make signatures out of? Oh, I love that. That's my favorite pages. Those little, especially if they're those. I have one somewhere really close to here that I've been taking apart forever, but I love it. It's like picture dictionary. Those are great too. Picture dictionaries are awesome. This one doesn't have much junk mail in it, though. You're making an epic flow journal? Ooh, that's awesome, CJ. Those are fun. Fun, fun, fun. Elemental saying, if anyone is into shabby, she's hosting a shabby spring collection hop beginning April 15th. Ooh, sounds exciting. That sounds super fun too. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, let me see. It needs a few more. It definitely needs some more pages. It needs moe, as my daughter would say. Moe, moe, moe. It needs moe. And it needs some junk mail too, I'm sure. So Tammy's saying she watched your video tonight, Amber, all the way to the end. You found a couple of golden books and you're planning to alter them? Oh, Anna's awesome. You guys go over and watch Anna's channel. You're going to love her work. What glue sticks, Kathy, are you using? The only ones that I think work really well are the Uhu or the Elmer's Extreme. That's what I find works better. But, you know, everybody's got their own favorite thing. Their own favorite glue. Elmer's Extreme definitely works well. Patty says she uses Elmer's Extreme, so there you go. Definitely. Kathy says she has Elmer's and also Monster. I've never used Monster. Everybody's telling you what a great job you did on your journal, Amber, so take it and say yes. Hattie says she doesn't use anything she doesn't craft. So funny. Hey, Pauline. Oh, that's awesome, Pauline, to give her a journal to take to Paris. You put Bet's crafting table back together? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I've made a bunch of journals out of this Danny the Dinosaur. I tend to find this all the time. Some in better condition than others, but I like the cover of it. You had your first experience where Alien's tacky glue didn't stick? Wow, I've never had that. Renee's saying, try Avery permanent glue sticks. Let me see what I have for the inside. I want something nice on both sides. I may go back and put some fabric pockets in it. I have not gotten my sewing machine fixed, you guys. I have 2 sewing machines and neither one of them are working. I have not. I have a pile of stuff to sew and I have not gotten my sewing machine fixed. The guy is out of town, the one that fixes my sewing machine, and I just haven't done it. It's not been, hasn't been my focus. The sewing machine, even though I need to do it, it has not been my focus. Guys, I feel like my life has been like not in my control. Like I feel like, not that my life's ever in my control, but I have definitely felt as of lately that it's been more, been a little bit more ridiculous than usual. How many of you guys have had that? Mine has been definitely like a little bit more ridiculous than normal. Definitely more ridiculous than normal. And just, I don't know. It's been silly ridiculous, actually. It's been so silly ridiculous that I've just been like, what am I doing? Like, why is this not, let's see if I can get 2. I can get 1 out of it. I don't know if I can get 2. I don't know if I can totally get 2 out of it, but we'll see. Let's see how that works. I may go ahead and put some fabric over it later too, like I like to make fabric pockets in it. Because I haven't been sewing, I guess I could sew it by hand. Yeah, restick it is like post-it note thing. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I'm not repeating that. You're ridiculous. You guys are so ridiculous. I'm not repeating that. I get my papers from every used bookstore. I mean, I don't know. I buy them. I get like all kinds of used books. That's where I get my papers from. Where do you guys get your papers? Share where you guys get your papers. Share where you get your papers. I'm gonna see if I can, let's see how this works. Klein says she has good. You should be called Naughty Popo. Oh, that's so funny. What kind of needles did you use, Anna? I get mine from, they have lots of, first of all, you can get a lot of them from the library. They definitely dispose of many books, especially if they're not in good condition. And you guys, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to be able to get some good pages out of every book that you have. But, yard sales, thrift store, recycling center, friends. When friends know that I make altered books, I get lots of stuff like that from friends. Definitely. The nozzle on this glue is clogged. Now I don't even have any. Crazy. How many of you guys have kids that are on spring break right now? Our spring break was, you know, it used to be that they would always try to have spring breaks closer together, but they're not, you know, but now it's all free for all. Well, you know, Amber, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you know what? If the other alternative is they end up in a landfill, I mean, why not make them art? Yes, I saw Recycle Bank has a Maui magazine. You guys definitely get it. It's got some cool pictures. Maui no Kauai. It's great. This is clogged. I can't even get it unclogged. It's ridiculous. You're on spring break, Anne? Yeah, my sister called me and told me that they were going on spring break tomorrow. I said, we're already done with spring break here. So, no school for a week. Yes, it's good, Amber. It's a good magazine. I'm going to see if this is going to be good on one side. So, how many of you guys have been doing the woo-woo with me from the beginning? How many of you guys stay for the woo-woo and do the woo-woo every week? And how many of you guys go back and listen to it after the thing is over? Bet's over there eyeballing your Ripley's Believe It or Not coffee table book. You stay most weeks, but not every week. Hottie Popo, I know she does. How many of you guys go back and listen every week? And how many of you use it when you're stressed? You miss a lesson due to migraine. It's okay if you listen to it when you fall asleep. Anna, you do it? Oh, good. You stay most weeks? It's okay that you fall asleep, Yvette. Or you stay, Lori? Okay, cool. You know, it's all good. It all works no matter what. Hi, Dust Fairies. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're happy to see you. You meditate in general every day? Cool, cool. Hey, Miss Liz. Yeah, definitely listen to it when you're stressed. Aw, Molly, you're so sweet. Well, I got the coolest email from one of you. One of you wrote me an email that you suffer from hypertension. So my only intention is I include all of you every week, you know, and every time, and you guys, I work with clients all week long, not just here, and that's what I do. So I work with people all week long. One of you guys wrote me the sweetest note. She suffers from hypertension, and she has been on hypertension medication for years. This is according to what she said to me. You know, so she has been suffering from hypertension for years and on hypertension medication. And she tries to stay every week to do it for herself, you know, to do the woo-woo for herself, that's the only reason to do it, is to do it for you. Guys, that big lizard is still over here. I can hear him moving around. It's kind of making me nervous. Hopefully he doesn't jump on my table. That would really not. That would be something for you guys to have a good laugh about. Anyway, she went back to the doctor. She went back to the doctor and they took her off her hypertensive medication. They said whatever she was doing was working and that her blood pressure was down. And I was like, wow, that's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. So I don't know how it's going to work for you, and I don't know what kind of benefit you personally are going to receive. Because my intention is always receive what you need and what's in the highest good for you and all concerned, right? Because we're all on our own journey, you know, but I thought that was super cool that she shared it with me and that she, that her hypertension's less. So I don't know if any of you suffer from hypertension, but that was kind of cool. Oh, you used them the week after your root canal? Oh, I'm so happy for you. I had not a root canal, I had my wisdom teeth cut. It was awful. Good night, Carrie. We love you. Well, I don't know what's going to happen for each one of you. So what it does is it puts you in alignment with you and your higher self. That's what it does. Okay, so each one of us are different and each one of us have different needs. So I don't know what it's going to do for you. I know only positive things come from it. I don't know exactly what. So I had a friend that had been out of work for a really long time and she'd been really stressed out, and she used to be a big time executive, and so I work with her occasionally, but I told her just to come and listen to the ones here because I do them twice a week. And I don't think she's ever commented here. At least I haven't seen her. But I don't know I don't even know what her YouTube channel name is, if she has one, because I don't think she has videos or whatever. But she told me that, and I said, put your intention on what you want. So her intention was to find a meaningful job that would meet all her needs financially, but also would meet her needs emotionally. Like, she had worked a really high stress, high pressure job, and she said it just wasn't for her anymore. She just was not. Like, she said, I don't want to spend my day. I don't want to go home and take my work home with me every night. I want it to be a job that I love. I want to be excited, and when my feet hit the floor every morning, to feel really good about myself and excited about going in to spend my time and energy there, which I think is something all of us want, right? So she put her intention every single time, and she did the woo-woo into that. And she said she hadn't really had any job interviews in months. She was beginning to feel really bad, and when she went to, like, you know, career center, you know, like if you're older and you go to you've been out of work for a while and you go to like a career center, they always say, oh, well, maybe you need to re-educate or whatever. So she said no, that for her, she didn't want to re-educate. She said she already had a master's degree. She didn't feel like she wanted to go back and re-educate for anything. Not that she was opposed to doing more stuff for herself, but she just said, I didn't feel like that was necessary for me. So she said, so she just started to put into her intention along with, you know, and she only thought about it once before she did a woo. She wrote down what she wanted. You know, the job where she would feel valued, where, you know, she'd be excited and her feet hit the floor. But she also wanted people to see her for herself. You know, she kept saying to me, I'm not like this statistic, I'm not this, I'm not that. I mean, as we all feel, right? And she wrote me an email after 3 weeks. She had this job interview, like it came out of nowhere, this job interview. And she got a job, and she had been almost unemployed. She'd been unemployed for almost a year. So I don't know what will be right and purposeful for each one of you, because each one of us are on our own divine path, right? But she told me, you know, that the 3.5, 4 weeks that she was doing it on a regular basis, and she was doing it every day. Hi, Phaedra. That she was feeling more and more and more like herself. She said, you know, remember when you first went off to college and you were like excited to experience all these things? And, you know, she was just remembering, like, she said she'd forgotten herself in the years that she had been working these high power corporate jobs. And this job is perfect for her. And she is running a company that she really feels like she believes in. So I don't know what's going to happen for you. I just know that if you put your intention, so maybe you want to have better health. I mean, I don't know what each one of you want. Peace of mind, better health, more connectedness to yourself. I mean, I don't know, but put it in there. Okay, I'm liking these Japanese book pages. I'm definitely going to put something in the center of the spine, but it needs to dry a little bit. So if you guys, you know, if more peace of mind is what you want, put that into your intention. But you have to be consistent. So you guys are talking about eBay hauls. I haven't, you guys. I haven't gotten anything from eBay in eons. So, and I'm still drinking my tea, Phaedra. I'm still drinking it like 3 times a day, sometimes more. And I'm definitely much more pain-free. Hey, Kat. Congratulations on your new home. It's beautiful. I love it. It's a gorgeous new place. Your house looks awesome. I am, you know, Phaedra, aside from having kind of a weird week, I'm good. This week feels like for me that it was just like, the energy was wild and it felt like I had so much more to do than I was able to get done. The glue is still mushy, so I want to put something there, but I don't want to. It is a challenge to stay consistent, but you know, I think my friend was in. I agree with you, Barbara. I think my friend was in like this very. She's sort of in a desperate state, you know. Angela's asking, do I do any type of clearing or deep blocking for meditation? Angela, the whole time I'm working with you, it is definitely a clearing. It is definitely a clearing. Anne says she hasn't been able to find it in 4 health stores. One of them is getting it in. Phaedra, where did you get your chaga tea? Did you order it online? You guys have to make it weak, though. Somebody bought it and then like made it to where it looked like black, and that's totally crazy, because then that may detox you into like a craziness. You know what I mean? Because it is a detoxing thing. At least I'm finding it's detoxing for me. Like, the tea. Yeah, she ordered it online. All right, I'm going to make a few more signatures. I'm going to let this. So the only reason I'm sharing with you is that, so you guys have it here twice a week. Okay, so, and you can go back and listen. There's probably 50 of them, right? So you could basically listen to one woo-woo every day if you went back and found it. Put your intention before we start the meditation for what you want. If it's to be in more alignment with your divine purpose, put it there. Put it there. If it is, but the more specific you get, the more specific results. Okay? You know, the divine is always conspiring to answer all of your prayers all the time. And so the more specific you get, the more specific the results you get. So if you want, I mean, I don't know, everybody has their own needs, right? Everybody has their own thing. Phaedra's saying she uses 1 teaspoon of that mushroom chopped up for 6 quarts of water. Scotty's saying if you guys have a Dollar Tree, go and look for these books that are called 3-line novels. They have amazing pictures. Amber says she's banned herself from the Dollar Tree. I hear you, Amber. So, you guys, if you want to see more results in your life, put your intention in one specific area and then put your attention on that. Okay? Does that make sense? Put your intention and then your attention. So if your intention is to have a more calm life, like my friend that was on the blood pressure medication or on the hypertensive medication, she had been saying to me for a while she didn't want to take medication any longer. Yeah, definitely. You want it to be where you barely see any color in it, Mary Lou. Are you feeling better using it? Yeah, Caged Fish, she had those for a while. You guys, when she made her junk journal kits, she had those books in her junk journal kits. They're pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. I want a piece of, like, this is probably not even stiff enough cardboard, and it's too wide, but maybe I can figure it out. I think Caged Fish is that Carla's made a couple of journals out of hers, and they're beautiful. Out of those 3-line novels she's made, there were like 2 or 3 different ones, right, you guys? Am I wrong? She found like 2 or 3 different ones at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, she sold them in her collage kits, yeah, because she loved them so much. How many of you guys are doing the Dee Dee Willingham abandoned places collage work? That is so fun. If you guys have not gone over and checked Dee Dee Willingham out, go over and check her out. The Abandoned Places, she is here on YouTube. She is Dee Dee Willingham, and she's on Ustream as Inkwell. You bought 2 of them at the Dollar Tree? It's helped your pain, Mary Lou? It's helped mine too. You know, I didn't even realize, because, you know, when you have some sort of chronic pain thing, you live in pain all the time and you don't even know it, right? You're not even aware of how much pain you live with daily. Maybe some of you are. And I don't want to sound like I'm like totally out of the loop, but it's just like I didn't even realize how much pain I was holding into my body until I started drinking that tea. So thank you, Phaedra. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I certainly wouldn't be doing it. If it was not for you, Miss Phaedra, I would certainly not be drinking that tea. Guys, I drink it every day. Every single day without fail. Okay, I may not want my spine this hard, but I just wanted you to see how much you can adjust these little children's books that have those really small spine to be. So you could make this, you could fill this journal up a lot. And you could even put some fabric over it if you don't like the way it splits the colors. You have the Abandoned Places book, but you haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's I definitely want to do one. I haven't done it yet either. You are artsy enough. What are you talking about, Malia? Yeah, I'm finding it's better on my system if I have it as light as possible, Phaedra, because it definitely has a detox. I have such a very sensitive system. It definitely has a detoxing effect on me. which I probably need. You know, I traveled so much, and it says if when you read all the things on that tea, it says it has a parasite cleanser in it too. Hi Karen, how are you? It's awesome. Everybody say hi to Karen. She's saying hello from Mexico. Hey Jamie. Lori, try that tea. I don't know if it'll help your neuropathy, but man, it has helped some stuff I have. I don't even like to say what I have out loud because I feel like that just sort of makes it more, you know what I mean? It puts it more in the collective. But I definitely have more than just the rotator cuff thing. Definitely more than the rotator cuff. Okay. I may come back and put some fabric pockets, and I may not leave this cardboard in here. I may look for a better solution, but it was just good to know that this is how fat my spine can be if I want it to be that way. Still kind of mushy though. Hey Dawn, how are you? All right, so I have like 3 signatures going on. Let me just put this back in here and let me just see how many more signatures I'm going to put. I definitely need to put some junk mail in here. I don't have my box of junk mail. I have totally pared myself down with the junk mail so that I'm not a junk mail addict. Like I am a junk mail addict. I don't know why I like junk mail so much, but I do. Okay, so I definitely could have like, look, I could have a ton more signatures in here if I decide to make it that. Definitely a ton more signatures. Definitely. Could fold up some more pages and. Hey, Care. Hey, Jill. Jill, the tea is called chaga tea. Chaga mushroom. C-H-A-G-A mushroom tea. But definitely drink it super diluted where you don't, I mean, it's like almost colorless and it doesn't have any taste and you could add it to your coffee or you could add it to whatever you drink. I don't know. Phaedra's the queen of it, so she can tell you more than me. But I've been taking it now, I don't know. How long has it been? 6 weeks? I don't know. It works. I'm definitely in a lot less, definitely have a lot less pain. And my shoulder, my rotator cuff, you guys, and the other thing is I have hardly taken any, before I would have to take at least, I don't know, ibuprofen several times a day. Now I'm down to taking 0 ibuprofen. I haven't had any ibuprofen probably in quite a while. So I'm just drinking that tea. Yeah, duct tape works on the spine too. Yeah, use duct tape if you want. The only thing with duct tape is it's a little bit harder to sew through, but it works. Yeah, definitely. No. Definitely, definitely. So how many of you are here for the woo-woo tonight? How many of you guys are going to stay for the woo-woo? The meditation. Isn't this cute? Cat's crying. One of those children's dictionary pages. No, Phaedra, it's beyond awesome, and I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't, like, sent me that, I don't even know where I'd be, or even just shared it with me. You know? I mean, you're staying, Renee? Oh, good. I'm sorry you haven't been feeling good. Jamie's staying? Oh, good. Yeah, you can. It will help you sleep. It'll definitely knock you out for the sleep. For the sleep. I'm sorry I'm not so entertaining tonight, you guys. I don't know. I'm in my own thing. You're staying, Linda? Oh, good. Don's staying. Okay, cool. Kara's staying for the woo woo. Awesome. You are in? Oh, good. You guys can include anybody you'd like to include in it as well, knowing that their higher self has the choice to participate or not. And I can already hear somebody's wheels turning saying, what exactly does that mean? So your higher self can choose at any time whether it wants to participate or not. Okay? And so say you want to send somebody love and prayers. They're only going to receive positive effects, but if they don't want to improve in their lives, or if they don't want to receive it, their higher self can say no. And you don't ever have to have talked with them about any of it. You picture yourself in a column of light snoring like a baby? Okay. So that like some of us have people that we have like tumultuous relationships with in our lives, right? Family members that maybe we don't get along with, or different things like that. You can always include them. Their higher self can say no. And you never even have to have a verbal conversation with them. Okay? Good night, Scotty. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. We love you, and I'm wishing you the happiest Easter, or whatever it is that you're going to celebrate. I'm wishing you the happiest of that. Whatever that is for you. Passover, Easter, or none of the above. Whatever you guys, spring solstice, whatever you celebrate, I send you love on that journey. Stay out of the poodle pen. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Well, I'm thinking that we'll do the woo-woo a little earlier tonight than normal. And then you guys can get on with your night and go on and craft with other people if you want, or whatever. We love you, Scotty. Sending you lots of love. So if you have some member of your family you'd like to include, bring them to mind now. Include them in Chocolate Mini. You guys are so funny. It's the PayPal for the vacuum cleaning. You guys are so funny. That's ridiculous. So bring to mind, and if there is something that you need in your life, good night, Amber. We love you. If there's something you'd like some improvement in your life, whatever that is, only you know, you can bring that to mind. You can bring that to mind. Whatever it is. Like my friend with her job, like my other friend with her hypertension. You can bring it to mind. But you have to put your intention on it, whatever it is. Maybe it's living more fully in your divine path, which only you know what that is. Maybe it's living more completely and more fully in awareness of your life. Maybe it's more creative time, or more creativity, or maybe just like more peace of mind, or I don't know. I find there's always something that I need. More organization. I definitely would like that. I need some more organization for my mess, for my art mess. So bring to mind whatever it is that you like to have in this time. And you include anyone. You only have to think about it once. You don't have to overthink it. You need sleep. Tomorrow's your first day back in the field. Okay. You haven't, Liz. You know what you're doing. You know what's so cool? Have you guys ever driven, have you ever gotten somewhere and you've driven home and you get home and you don't know how you got there? You're like, okay, I remember getting in my car and then now I'm home. Have you ever had that happen? Or you're doing something that you haven't done in a long time you know, but then you get on it like people say, like ride a bike. Yeah, it is scary, but Kathy, I just want to point this out to you. It is your higher self that is driving the car. It is your higher knowing that's in charge. So it's the same way with like riding a bike or doing a job that you think, I don't know if I can do this anymore because I haven't done it in so long. So yes, I mean, for us, yes, I wouldn't advise getting in a car and going mindless, but there is a bigger, much bigger part of you that knows, right? Right? I mean, yeah, of course we want our conscious mind to be there too, but there's a much bigger part of us that knows. Like, haven't you learned a language when you were in like high school or college, and then you visit that country where the language is spoken and you haven't spoken it in years, and suddenly it all comes flooding back to you, or you find yourself in a situation where you need to use it? It's your higher self that remembers. So you got this, Liz. You got this. Okay? I'm not suggesting that you should all go mindless and drive without knowing where you're going, but I'm letting you know that you've experienced there's a larger part of you that knows exactly what it's doing all the time. And some days you feel like a painter and the others look like mud. I totally get it. You know, I totally get it. Absolutely. You found the brushes but no paint yet? Oh. So for those of you that want to stay for the meditation, please, I welcome all of you. And if you just want to experience it without receiving the energy work, just say no. Your higher self is always in charge. You always have conscious consent for anything that you do. So you can make a choice. You can still experience it without without getting the energy work. It's always conscious consent. Whatever you want is what really, you will feel better afterwards, even if you don't choose to participate. All right, my lovelies, find yourself a comfortable place to sit or lie down. You can do this work with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Aw, I think it's so sweet, Kara. It's awesome. I find it more successful to do it with your eyes closed, but do what works for you. If you want to stay awake and you don't want to fall asleep, the energy work can make you fall asleep. Then sit yourself straight up in a chair, okay? If you really want to relax and go to sleep, you can lie down and close your eyes, and it can work to knock you out. All right, inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive on the inhale and release on the exhale. Include anyone you'd like in this energy work and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to enter deep, deep, deep into the earth. Allow your column of light to travel as far into the earth as you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the earth. and your column of light is right there. Allow your column of light to anchor itself deep in the heart of the earth. Give your column of light big tree roots. With every inhale and every exhale, allow your column of light to go deeper and deeper. Let's ask the earth to bless us with her energy. I see this energy like beautiful golden light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works best for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy flowing through your roots and through your column of light, fountaining out the top of your head. Feel it filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling the back of your neck and your throat, your face and head, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to the earth. Allow your attention to focus on your column of light above your head. Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the central sun, heart of creation. And with that, your column of light is right there in the heart of the central sun, in the heart of creation. Allow your column of light to grow the same roots as below your feet, above your head. Let's ask this beautiful heart of creation, this beautiful angelic kingdom of the central sun, to bless us with her energy. I see this energy, this connection like beautiful silvery diamonds, that you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your column of light, through your body, expelling any and all excess out your roots deep in the heart of the earth. Feel it filling your head and face, your throat and neck, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back completely, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out your feet. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and to earth. I'd like you to focus on the energy below your feet, deep in the heart of the earth. And on the inhale, I'd like you to receive peace, love, and bliss. And on the exhale, you're just going to let go of anything. And you don't even need to know what. Any energy that no longer serves you. Ready? Breathe in, focusing deep in the heart of the earth. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 6 feet below your feet. Receive peace, love, and bliss. And release anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the base of your spine. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus on your lower abdomen. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus on your waist. Receive peace, love, and bliss. 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 Focus on your heart. Receive peace, love, and bliss. 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 Focus on your throat. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus on the point of light between your eyes. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus on the point of light at the top of your head. Receive peace, love, and bliss. 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 Focus 1 foot above your head. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus 6 feet above your head. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 6 feet above your head. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive in love. Focus in the heart of the central sun. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Receive peace, love, and bliss. Focus on your hands and your heart. And let me know when you feel this energy. Ready? Just let me know when you feel it. I want you to take your hands and put them on any part of your body that you feel might need a little extra healing. And if you have no part, then just put them on your heart. Ready? Receive peace, love, and bliss. I want you to imagine a figure eight. Imagine the infinity symbol standing straight up and down like a figure eight. See it starting in the highest point of creation, creator energy you can imagine in the heart of the central sun, crossing through your heart, entering deep into the earth, crossing back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the divine, from the heart of the central sun, and from the heart of the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the divine in whatever form you connect to, the heart of the central sun and to the heart of the earth. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. And one more time. Receive in love and give in love. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And please feel free to share anything you'd like to share. Oh my gosh, Scotty, that is so funny. I guess I am kind of talking to myself. Scotty said Rosemary came in and texted her and said I'm talking to myself. Well, if you haven't been here for my woo-woo, I guess it does seem like I'm talking to myself. You know, it's all good. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. You're so welcome. Share anything you experience. You know, this definitely should help with your creativity for those of you that are feeling a creative block, which we can all have at times. You're yawning your head off. Oh, good, Kathy. And I made sure to include your little grandson, you know, and as we all did. We love you, Kathy, and keep us updated on his progress, you know. Guys, I'm always talking to myself anyway, so I guess for somebody that has never been for my woo-woo, I love it. And if you guys haven't gone over to check out Rosemary Morris's channel, do it. I love her. She's one of my favorite crafting people here on YouTube. She also has a fabulous Facebook group called Flowy Trashy Junk Journals. Oh, Nancy, I'm so glad you stayed, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. You guys are so funny. You guys, it's funny how it works, you know? But what's really cool is because you guys are all hanging out with me here, and you're all feeling the energy, you realize how connected we are. But I hope that helps you to realize that you're connected to anyone, anytime, especially people that you love. Aww. Sometimes it happens to me, Care. I get all kinds of songs and stuff. Oh, I'm glad you feel better, Ann. Yeah, my animals come and sit with me too, Jill. They come, and especially if I'm working with a bunch of people all day long, the dog sits on me all the time. We are one, Donia. You're right. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Donia, and oh, there was a child that yelled. Must have been outside because I didn't hear it. Because I'm in my own zone when I do this. I don't hear that stuff. So make sure you subscribe to Donia's channel so you can come in and hang out with her tomorrow. The birds are on cue. Yeah, the birds, you know those birds are probably, hey Jane, you know those birds are probably going over to the neighbor's yard to poop in her yard, and I'm never going to hear the end of it, right? Oh, I love you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to Donia so she has a very successful birthday stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And next week, Seth Apter, on Friday, it will be on How to Get Creative with Barb Owen. So you guys should go over. Make sure you subscribe to her channel so that you can What did you miss? We just made some, I'm just making a junk journal. Aw, Lori, that's so sweet. You included your dog and your granddaughter. That's awesome. I am taking care of myself, you guys. I am definitely taking care of myself. I am. It's just, you know, some weeks are just more hectic than others, you know, for all of us. But just know that I love you guys, and I'm always here for you, you know. I hope, wishing you the best Easter weekend and anything that you do, and wishing you the best Easter weekend. All right, my lovelies. I will see you guys again next time. All right, loves. I love you. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to Donia so you can check her out tomorrow night, and I'll see you tomorrow night on her stream. All right, ladies. From my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so much aloha. Take care.